Go. It was the year 1947. The Indian people were waiting for an answer from the countless negotiations and debates that had been going on for months or years to come. Then came August 15th, 1947, declaring an official independence for India. However, there came a change in the geography of India as a separate nation was made from the people of Muslim faith, taking off a piece of East India and making it into Pakistan. This remarkable day would not have been without the help from some courageous people who did not stop pushing for independence until change was done. As we proceed into this journey, we will see these figures were beginning with
Sri Aurobindo. I was a poet and a philosopher, as well as a proud supporter of rebelling against the British government. I received my education in England. I soon became a part of an underground political party that eventually went public, becoming the Swadeshi movement. For my political involvement and rebellious actions, I was put in prison for a year. When I came back, my political party was in disarray, but unfortunately, I saw that I was not the one to lead the independence movement, so I decided to take a break from politics. When I tried to go back into politics, I would continuously be put on trial, but each time they failed to get me. However, this caused me to not want any involvement with politics from then on. I finished my last days by writing poetry and practicing yoga, but despite this, my influence and inspiration for Indian independence lived on. Muhammad Iqbal. I was a poet and philosopher who influenced the idea of having an independent Muslim state. I despise the idea of nationalism, as it only caused trouble among people of a region as it did with Europe and its multiple wars. With my poems, I express my ideas of how Muslims deserve rights as well, and reasoned my idea to separate the Hindus and Muslims of India. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. I was one of the main figures who fought to have an independent Muslim state in order to preserve the rights of Indian Muslims. I was president of the political party named the Muslim League, as well as the country of Pakistan. I was once a part of the Indian National Congress until I came into disagreement with their new policy of non-cooperation to boycott all aspects of British rule. With my constant pleas, I was able to get Pakistan made. Unfortunately, I died a year after its creation before I could make any real impact on its structure. Mahatma Gandhi. I was a political leader of the independence movement of India. I despised fascism and associated myself with pacifism. I created the peaceful and bloodless Quit India movement. I was kept prisoner during World War II because the British had gotten fed up of the influence the Indian National Congress made on the Indian people. I was disappointed in finding out that the independent India I had dreamed about for so long was not united. Despite this, I helped all of those affected by the change, aiding them in whatever way I could, as well as shaming those who would not stop their internal city wars. Unfortunately, this in the end fueled a young man's heart enough to kill me. Netaj Subhash Chandra Bose. I was an important independence leader who at first aided the Indian National Congress, but eventually left due to different views. I was an Indian nationalist who wanted complete independence with no form of reliance on Britain. For my extreme nationalist actions, I was put in jail. Luckily, I escaped and gained the alliances of Japan and Germany. With them, I was going to attack India with my 40,000 soldier army and liberate my home country. Except I never achieved this because I mysteriously disappeared in 1945. Jawaharlal Nehru. I was the first Prime Minister of India. Of course, I did not gain this title without some bumps in the road. During the 1920s and 1930s, I was imprisoned multiple times for civil disobedience. In 1928, I was elected President of the Indian National Congress. I was extremely involved in the negotiations of Indian independence, making me the successor of Mahatma Gandhi. I was opposed to the idea of an independent Muslim state, but I had to agree when it came to the final debates of India's independence, because everyone seemed to think that it was the best option. In 1947, I was given the title of Prime Minister, which carried on until 1964. During this time, I stopped conflict in Kashmir and created a policy of positive neutrality for India. I paved the way for socialist economic reforms. These brilliant and courageous people changed India and formed it to what it is today. They were the ones brave enough to light the match. Without them, there would have been no rebellion, no peace, and no national pride.
Look at little Yoda.
Ahmed Ali Jinnah.
The music?